We are following breaking news about a deadly plane crash. This is the aftermath of the crash involving two small planes off Town Line Road in Lancaster. The pilot and a teenager in one of the planes both died. We've been working to find out what led to this tragedy in the air, and the preliminary report came out just about an hour ago. News 4's Ed Dranch has been looking over it for us. What did you find out, Ed?
Well, Teresa, the report doesn't explain why these two planes crashed, but it gives some insight into how they crashed, killing one of the pilots and his passenger. NTSB investigators explain the surviving pilot and his passenger in the Sea Ray left the Lancaster airport about 10:09 that Saturday morning. The Cessna followed minutes later. They were both traveling about the same route. The Sea Ray went up to about 1,600 feet. The Cessna, minutes later, rose to about 1,800 feet. Minutes later, at the same time, the Cessna and that Sea Ray both level off at 1,675 feet. One overpowers the other. The Cessna tips and spirals going to the ground, killing the pilot and passenger. It was found nose down, damaged by the impact. Today, we've learned both planes were in touch with Buffalo Air Traffic Control prior to the crash.
Code, and then move on to other duties and not legally have a responsibility to provide what's called separation services in a visual flight rule environment.
That was Bob Miller, our aviation expert. What he said in the beginning there was that there might be some indication that a controller should have been watching more carefully, but he's not really sure that it was actually the case, considering they were on a visual flight rule environment, which means that legally air traffic controllers didn't have to tell these pilots where they were or what planes were around them. That's something the NTSB and the FAA will both be looking into. Again, at this point, it's still unclear why those two planes crashed midair. The NTSB is likely to issue another report within the next few months to about a year about probable cause for this crash. Reporting live, Ed Dranch, News 4 at noon.